Alright guys, welcome back to some more Alone in the Dark. Hope yous are all alright. Now in our last video we managed to finish off Edward's story, and I'm curious to see whether Emily's story has many differences in it, because I can't imagine that both of these characters go to the exact same locations and do the exact same thing, and the only thing that makes a difference is that you either pick whether you want to play as Edward or you want to play as Emily. I feel like both of these characters will have different stories, so I do want to see where we can go as Emily and what we can do. And also, our collectibles have accumulated across all of our saves, so I think there are things that you can only pick up as Emily and you can only pick up as Edward, so 2 playthroughs of this game are necessary. If it was a regular game where it was just you needed to play through again to get collectibles and things, then I probably wouldn't play it on YouTube, but I do feel like this game is meant to be played twice as the overall experience, so we're going to check out Emily's story anyway, see what we can see that's different, see if there's any different puzzles or anything like that. And yeah, just see where we go from here. So I'm going to leave the intro in everything. I'm just going to do it as normal, because some people may find me on this video, and it could be one of them things where, like you see on TV shows, where it doesn't matter what season you start from, you can do however you like. It's kind of similar for this game, where you can probably watch Emily's story first and then go back and watch Edward's, or vice versa. So yeah, we're going to go from normal, treat it as if it's brand new, and then we'll just see how we get on, guys. So let's go. Right, and I'm going to go easy this time because the combat in this game is not ideal. So I'm just going to try and make it as simple as possible for myself.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, Detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at Derceto?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Right, so here we go. Selecting our character again. So we're going Emily this time. Let's see if this makes any difference whatsoever.
Hello?
It's so quiet. Where is everyone?
This is a big place. Maybe they're on the other side of the house.
Stay here. I'll have a look.
Right, I can't... Oh, Emily does have a gun. I was wondering at the start, in my Edward playthrough... Right, we'll pick up the flashlight. Where? That's in the next one. I can't imagine there being that much difference right at the beginning.
What's this?
Right, got our flashlight. And the kitchen garden key. It's going to be kind of like a speed run, this. I was wondering what would happen if I shot whatever was in there. Right, obviously can't get in that shed yet. Can't get in the well to get the piece, but I'm just trying to see if there's any collectibles on the floor. Anything different, maybe? I just can't have seen this game being. Like, I finished my Edward story in 5 hours. Housekeeper's key. Like, I just can't see it being a 5-hour thing. I know we got to go down there. Well, or do we? This is the thing, isn't it? Imagine if we went into the house a different way. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. I think this first chapter especially is going to be pretty similar, if not identical. Right, find the front door and let Detective Carnby inside.
I'll just take this.
Every day your silence...
Pistol bullets. I may have to change the titles of some of my videos to put Edward and Emily as the key that I'm playing as. Oh, what's in there? More bullets. And more. Look at, I'm playing on the easier difficulty. Look how many bullets and that there is on this. I can't imagine playing it on the hard one. But at the end of the day, to me, there's not really any point in playing it on the hard one, because if there's not a trophy for it, which I don't believe there is, I'm just not going to do it. It's as simple as that. And as I also mentioned, combat is not ideal in this game, so... Right. Let's just check. I know where it'll be, where I missed a lot of collectibles. It'll have been in that cemetery bit, because I feel like I kind of rushed through that, but it wasn't intentional. I didn't rush through it intentionally. I just was shiting myself a bit. That's the top and bottom of it. I think it was quite a it was like a section that did kind of make you panic.
Please do not touch the boiler.
But all of this is just the same. We've got to get the thing to stop the valve, and then we need this piece. Yeah, this is all the same so far. Better go and let the detective in. I'm just thinking there, like, all those cupboards and that I used to open in my last playthrough with Edward, and there was nothing in. That'll have been why, because I was playing on a harder difficulty. Whereas that you're more likely to find stuff. Like, that was a perfect example right there.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day.
Need the key for that box. At least we got the map now.
Now what's this?
Now I know there was nothing upstairs. I'm just going to check though because wedged. And then that's what's their name's room. That's fine. I just don't want to run past anything. I want to make sure that I've checked all that I can. Right, let's go and let the detective in.
Wait, don't.
Excuse me? Do you know where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Of course not.
McCarthy, what are you doing? I told you not to lose sight of the girl.
Don't you worry, Mags. I'll find that little rascal.
Who are you people? What are you doing here?
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. His name is Jeremy Hartwood.
What are you doing, child? You shouldn't be alone. Go find McCarthy.
Who are you? Are you here for the Fay Dodo?
Go upstairs now.
My name is Emily Hartwood. I'm the niece of Jeremy Hartwood. This is Detective Carnby.
The police? Why are you here?
No, I'm a private investigator. Sorry to bother you. My client's worried about her uncle. He's a patient here at Derceto. If you don't mind, could you direct us where to find him?
No, I can't. Jeremy has gone missing. If you leave your information, I will make sure to contact you.
Wait, he ran away?
No, he won't leave the house. He's around here somewhere, and both of our orderlies are looking for him.
That's unacceptable. Where's Dr. Gray? I want to speak with him immediately.
Fine, I'll ask him. Wait here and don't touch anything.
Do you want to see Jeremy's room?
Can you show us?
Follow me.
Thank you. Strange kid.
Let's look around, see what we can find.
Alright, not much change so far. We need the piece for that.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out.
I found a commonplace book.
What's that?
A notebook with all kinds of stuff in it. Do you know a place called Tarawea?
Never heard of it. Is it close?
I've no idea. Just seems like it was a place Jeremy wanted to visit.
Good to know.
Right, let's get our piece in and then solve the puzzle. That goes there. That goes there.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Looks like a talisman.
You mean like this one?
Can you find me a knife to cut the canvas? I want to take this with me.
You want to take the painting? Sure, I'll find one. I found this tube as well. Should keep it safe for you. Do you want to carry it or should I? Miss Hartwood? Emily?
I'll take it. Thank you.
We're done here, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to do any of this.
Listen, I think we should talk to Dr. Gray. He must know something about what's going on around here.
Okay. Let's do that.
Come on, I don't want to be here all night.
Detective Carnby? Where did... What on earth is happening? What is this place?
That portrait made me think of Willem Dafoe for some reason. I don't know why. Right. Oh, this is exactly the same. So we got to go to the store. Then there'll be the enemy. But there's actually... This one actually moves. There's the enemy around the corner. Right, the other one walked away, thankfully.
This can't be.
I really don't know what they're for.
Emily, is that you?
Batiste?
How'd you get here?
I was back at Derceto. Looking for my Uncle Jeremy?
Jeremy's your uncle. I didn't know.
Why would you? You're still working at Derceto?
Yeah, both me and Lila stuck around. We're real orderlies now. You remember my sister Lottie, don't you?
What happened, Batiste? How are we here?
You know about the dark man haunting your uncle?
I'm familiar with his mental state.
I think we all in his head somehow. Because these streets are real, but they're not like on any map. Nah, this is like when you remember something, but in the wrong way.
Do you know how to get back to Derceto? I'm not safe here.
Truer words have yet been spoken, Mrs. Marcus.
Don't call me that. It's Miss Emily Hartwood. There's no reason to call me anything else.
I'm sorry, Miss Emily. I'm just trying to tell you like it is. This place ain't safe for no one. There's evil hiding in the dark.
How do I get back?
Only Jeremy knows how. He has this juju necklace guiding him.
You mean this talisman?
Mm-hmm. Just like it. He says it's been protecting him ever since he got it from Miss Jackson down the street.
You know where it came from? Have you been there?
I was there no more than 1 hour ago looking for Jeremy. Locked it up to keep the ghouls from getting inside. You can have the key if you want.
Thank you. I'll take a look.
Stay safe, miss.
So there are a lot, like, there are differences in this, because obviously that cutscene was completely different to the one we had with Edward. Like, different things were said and all that stuff, so it definitely is worth playing this game twice.
Are you staying here?
For a while. Want to see if Jeremy shows up.
Your sister. She also works at Derceto?
Yeah, she the one who got us jobs.
Be careful, okay?
You said it, miss.
Alright, that's enough of that. Now, I know there's a trophy for, like, talking to absolutely everyone in this game, and I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to do that without a guide. I did have a look at the trophy list, and there does seem to be some crazy trophies. Right, I'm just going to lob some at this ghoul. Eat shit. Oh, I don't like that when he runs. Right, now there's more enemies in this courtyard, as we know.
Whoa.
Shit. I've just noticed as well, on easy you get 7. You get 7 bullets in your mag, whereas on when I was playing on medium or average, whatever we're gonna call it, you got 6, just to make it that little bit harder. Oh, you shit! I forgot about you. Well, that was why the music still was still going like that for.
This must be Miss Jackson's. It looks exactly like Jeremy's talisman.
Right.
it's meant to hold the talisman.
Oh my god, what was it again? What was the code? 358.
I'm not sure what numbers I should use. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes. What's that picture in the glass? Where is that?
Good to see you again, Miss Hartwood. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. She also alerted me that you brought a detective with you. I'm very curious to hear what this is all about. You don't remember me, do you, Miss Hartwood? We met at your family's house in the Garden District, when your uncle was about to be admitted under my care.
No, I remember. Sorry. I'm not really feeling well.
Oh. In that case, have a seat. Let me make you a drink. I don't seem to have made much of an impression on you. On the other hand, I can vividly recall you and your parents.
Because of our cheerful disposition, I'm sure.
You are far too intelligent to think that. You come from a joyless family, Miss Hartwood. The only amusement I took from my visit was discovering that the young lady's drink was an old-fashioned.
Very astute. Is that supposed to make you seem attentive or intelligent?
Whatever you prefer. Are you ready to tell me why you are here, Miss Hartwood? And why you brought a detective?
I received a letter from my uncle. He seems certain that he was in danger here. If I find out you're treating him badly, I'll be taking him back with me to New Orleans.
Really? Is he going to live with you in your tiny garçonniere? That would be a spectacular way to ratify your spinsterhood. Because you are well aware that your father would never let him back in his house. No, I have it. Maybe you can bring him back up north. You've been wanting to move back for quite a few years, haven't you? You always preferred your mother's side of the family. Jeremy is free to leave with you. I won't object. However, there is one problem, as you might have learned. He is, in fact, missing.
Do you know where he could have gone?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I have my staff looking for him. I'm sure he will show up eventually, especially if he learns that you are here. He is quite fond of you.
What can you tell me about his condition? I never heard a proper diagnosis. What is your medical opinion of him?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, depressed, even. He suffers from a perceived lack of order in his inner and outer life. He constantly complains about events not presenting themselves according to their divine nature.
And the Dark Man?
Hard to tell if it was ever anything specific. Jeremy uses the Dark Man as a psychological scapegoat to avoid facing the truth that he is in any way at fault.
You don't think there can be any truth to the Dark Man's supernatural existence?
Why would you ask that?
Can we ever be sure?
If the Dark Man is some sort of evil presence that is in possession of Jeremy?
Well,
I assure you, any evidence that you experience supporting that claim is purely delusional. Don't get caught up in mass hysteria, Miss Hartwood. You wouldn't want to take your uncle's place in this hospital, would you?
I'll be leaving now, Doctor. I need to keep looking for my uncle.
Do so, Miss Hartwood. I'll let you know if he shows up.
Detective Carnby! God, I'm glad to see you. I was afraid you had left.
Me? You're the one who just disappeared.
It's hard to explain. I think I blacked out. It was like I went somewhere else.
It's okay, miss. You're clearly upset.
No, What's happening?
This is a very stressful situation for you, I understand.
Ugh, no, you don't understand.
Just take a deep breath. Why don't you sit down, smoke some of the Perique? If you want, I could even drive you back to New Orleans. I just want to have a talk with Dr. Gray first.
I want to stay. I found a talisman just like the one in the painting. I think I might be able to figure out where Tarawea is, where Jeremy wanted to go.
That's great. Just stay out of trouble, okay? Let me handle the investigation.
I'm not crazy, Detective. Not yet.
Okay, catch you later.
Right, so that's the first chapter done, guys, as Emily. There were a little bit of differences in there, but I do think as the game goes on, I think now, like maybe from this point onwards, is where we're maybe going to see more differences. There's obviously things for us to do because we've got, if we find more of these as Emily, it's like they're like secret objective. We can go and do all of these things. Like there was one where, which one was it? Unlocks a hidden memory in the attic. Like things like this. I'm wondering if maybe when we went in the attic as Edward, there was the noose, but you couldn't interact with it. And maybe that's what that is. I don't know. Like everything's still a bit of a mystery to me, but I think that doing this is a good thing. Playing as Emily, see what we can do. Because if we literally just need whatever that is. I don't know what that is, but whatever. If we find that, then we can get this secret objective. And then again, that one, all the world's a stage. There's a couple more there. Pair of smashed glasses. Don't know what all of they are. But yeah, like, I definitely think this is going to be a good thing to play as Emily and see what differences there are. That I think that playing this for a second time is going to definitely unlock some stuff that we couldn't see as Edward, or just that because we didn't have both characters playing, so we couldn't find everything. So yeah, we'll see how the story goes from here and see what we can do. But I actually did manage to finish that chapter there in about half the time that it took me to do it the first time. So that's also a good thing if the videos are going to end up being shorter, because I already know what to do on more stuff. What I'll do as well to get myself ahead is I'll have the answers ready for the puzzles that I've already done if they come up again. Like the bottle one, that one was fairly straightforward, but like I don't know, I'm trying to think of which ones were difficult. Like just the ones where you've got to make shapes of stuff and things like that. I think that they're maybe the ones that we should focus on getting the answers for straight away, just so that we know what we're doing. And obviously codes and things, like if I can just have those to hand, that'd be really helpful, just to get us through it quicker. But obviously if it's a brand new puzzle, then I'll try and figure it out myself. But yeah, if we've already done it, then there's no point in sitting and trying to figure it out again. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, we'll leave it at that for now. And then, as I say, we'll just keep going and see what's different and see what else we can come across as we're playing through the game as a different character. So if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel if you're new around here as well, it'd really help us out a lot. But other than that, guys, I hope wherever you all are, you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.